Is there, Chad Pergram. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., taking a look at a couple of other developments right now. We'll understand that Speaker Mike Johnson is going down to Mar-a-Lago, I believe, this weekend. There's a lot of business to tend to. Maybe you can explain what's going on, my friend.
Well, good afternoon, Neil. House Republicans are nervous about their thin margin next year. There will be 3 probable vacancies as GOP members head to the executive branch. The incoming president spoke about the issue with House Speaker Mike Johnson.
I promised Mike that I wouldn't be taking too many more before we start counting the votes, okay? He said, please, could you slow down a little bit? I just like the people in Congress, Mike. I'm sorry. But no, don't worry about it, Mike. Just relax. Just relax.
Johnson went to Mar-a-Lago yesterday to meet with the new president. The speaker heads back to Florida for another round of talks this weekend. Johnson believes a special election to replace Attorney General nominee Matt Gaetz could be called in a matter of weeks, but it could take longer elsewhere.
Got down as close as 1 seat last time, so 3, 4, 5, we'll be okay. It's tough. It's always going to be tough to govern with that. It will be fundamentally different because Speaker Johnson was fighting like crazy to make as many conservative wins as possible.
House Republicans struggled to advance their own agenda over the past 2 years because of the narrow majority. Democrats came to the rescue to avoid a collision with the debt ceiling and multiple government shutdowns. Democrats are not promising any lifelines next year.
If you believe that that's an overwhelming mandate, then, of course, the American people will expect that you will do the basics in terms of governing, that you will be able to avoid a catastrophic default on our nation's debt.
Now, on any given day, there are 5 to 10 absences in the House. And it's not a guarantee that the GOP wins those special elections. Seats are known to flip unexpectedly because usual voters stay home. Neil?
You know, Chad, I'm curious. I mean, we'll essentially have the same type of breakdown in the House that we had last go-round. And, you know, obviously that was tenuous because you have some divisions in the Republican ranks, and that is putting it mildly, but that they're much more in sync with Donald Trump now, and he much better at herding these cats, if you want to look at it that way. What is your sense of things?
Yeah, that's something that Blake Moore alluded to earlier, but let's crack these numbers right now. Okay, we think that they're going to be at about 221. So if you lose Gaetz, Stefanik, and Waltz, that gets you to 218. Hakeem Jeffries said today they're going to be at 214. Well, 218, that's the magic number if you have full population in the House. That is a margin of 4, and that means you can only lose 1 vote, because if you lose 2, that's 216, 216, that's a tie. That's how narrow this margin is. They have to all be on the same page.
Well, as I've often told you, my friend, it's about the math. It's about the math. It's about the math.
Somebody said that. That's
yeah,
right.
Indeed. And brilliantly so. Thank you very much. Chad Pergram following all of that.